Hey guys, Slev here, and I'm here with episode 2 of Sidearm Shenanigans, the video series where I'm only allowed to use my pistol, grenades, and accessory item, which in this case is the Bouncing Betty. I'm playing Infiltrator, like I usually do, and for today's episode, I am using the Commissioner. So, I've heard a lot of back and forth on whether the Commissioner is a good weapon. Some people are convinced that the Underboss is better, and some people believe the Commissioner is better. I'm of two minds for this. I think, in a lot of ways, the Underboss is probably the better weapon, but I really love the Commissioner. Now, it can be a little challenging because it does require 2 to 3 hits, and it's a fairly slow-firing weapon. That being said, I haven't used the Underboss as much, because I quite enjoy the Commissioner. So, the big benefit of the Commissioner is its long-range accuracy. You get a lot of power out of it. Now, the one problem I have noticed with it is accuracy can be an issue, especially if you're dealing with the sighted accuracy. I often find hipfire is more accurate than sighting up the gun, and you know, I'm not entirely sure why that's the case. But I do quite enjoy using the Commissioner. You'll notice in the beginning of this video, I've been using it kind of up close, and partway through I kind of realized that's a mistake, and I try to use it at a little bit better range. But in general, I found that I was doing pretty well with this weapon. I'm not sure I was doing better than I normally do with a mag shot. I think the mag shot is one of the single best pistols in the game. In fact, the Vanu Manticore is basically a reskinned mag shot, and it's basically considered the best Vanu pistol. Now, some people do argue that the Rebel's a pretty good NC pistol, and the TR love their burst fire spammy pistols, but I think the mag shot might be my favorite pistol. I think it has a great balance of mag capacity, fire rate, and damage. And I think the biggest issue with the Commissioner is, one, the mags are small, but that's understandable, it's a revolver. But the biggest issue for me is I often find revolvers in video games tend to have a delay when you shoot them. You click, you shoot, and there's a very tiny but noticeable delay between when you click and when the bullet goes. What I will say is I believe the reload is incredibly fast on the Commissioner. Faster than I would expect it. I haven't timed it, but I would hazard that it's under 3 seconds, which is faster than a lot of revolvers in video games, which feature 3 to 4 or 5 second reload. So overall, I think the Commissioner is a great sidearm, but I think you've heard me talk enough about the pistol itself. This is more than just about the pistol, it's about how to play using just a sidearm. So I think when you're using just the sidearm, you have to be kind of intelligent about how you play. That's one of the reasons I use the Infiltrator, is it allows me to get in close and really keep myself safe. So, this clip coming up, I know you guys probably don't want to hear me just narrate what's going on, but this might be one of my favorite moments in PlanetSide that I've had in a long time. So, I'm in this corner here, on this bridge, and the enemy is pushing forward, and I'm going to say, they are not paying very much attention. So, as you can see, I take a little bit of damage, but nothing direct, and the enemies just, I mean, there's a max next to me that the enemies deal with, but they don't seem to be noticing me, and I'm just hiding in this corner, cleaning up kills, and I still have not been spotted, and if I hadn't shot at that max, I might have actually gotten more kills, and it's astounding how long it took for anyone to notice I was in that back corner. So, from this point forward, you're seeing me play a little bit more long range with the pistol, taking my time to sight up before I fire, and really just being more intelligent with how I'm using the Commissioner. And this base that I'm at, which I will be at for the remainder of this video, I believe, is It's a great base for the Commissioner. It's got a lot of hiding places. It's got some long-range corridors where the Commissioner can really take advantage of its strengths. and I'm able to get a lot of good kills just by being smart and using cover and stealth to my advantage. So, I play Infiltrator a lot, and I tend to play SMG Infiltrator because I think it might be the single best role in this game. But I find that you can use a pistol and be just as effective. The real strength of the Infiltrator doesn't come from its weapons. It comes from intelligence in how you play. The cloak needs to be viewed more as a stealth asset than as, once I hit F, I am stealth. The cloak is not perfect, and I believe we all know the stealth has some major downsides. But if you can play light assault well, you can use the cloak to make your personal gameplay improve by leaps and bounds. A light assault can be stealthy and never be seen. An infiltrator can do the same without ever turning on their cloak. The cloak, in my opinion, is used when you have to traverse open cover, or if you've been sighted. The real power in the cloak is if you've been Q-spotted, when you turn on the cloak, that 3D spotting turns off, and that's one of the most powerful features of the cloak, is the ability to turn off that 3D spotting. So, let's go back to the Commissioner, because this is a sidearm video. As you can see, the Commissioner really does have some great strengths, both up close and at range. I would argue its range is what really sets it apart from other weapons, but I think it's very powerful up close, especially if you pause between shots and you stop moving. If you stand still and you don't move when you're shooting, you can get incredibly accurate shots without really compromising your accuracy, and still making you be fairly mobile. All in all, I think the Commissioner is a great weapon, and I think anyone who hasn't used it should really give it a try, because they might really enjoy it. Still a little bit of this clip left, but I'm going to just let you guys watch the end of this. I hope you pick up the Commissioner, because I think it's a great pistol, and I'll be doing another pistol video next week. Maybe Commissioner, maybe Magshot, maybe a Van New pistol, or even a Terran pistol. Just whatever floats my boat. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Sidearm Shenanigans. If you want to see more PlanetSide 2 videos, please subscribe below. You can follow me on Twitter at Stygiis, and as always, have a nice day.
We've successfully defended the facility.